Hello everyone, welcome to Medieval Dynasty. This is my favorite game and I hope this video helps you new and returning players alike and you learn at least one thing. Now, before I start with the specifics of this video, the first and most important thing that I want to direct you to is the Knowledge tab. To get here, all you have to do is press L on your keyboard and it will pull up what is essentially a fully updated and correct wiki all the way in your game and easy to get to. You can see everything that you would possibly need from your wife and how to interact with her, what she likes. You can see your skills, orchards, neighbors, everything that you could possibly want you can find in this Knowledge tab, and it's conveniently alphabetical order. You can also find knowledge on every single item in the entire game, from the tools, to clothes, consumables, crafting, even all the little things that you can make. You can see they've even got the gifts in here. It's very easy to get to, it's very easy to read, and it will tell you everything you need to know that is in this game. Now, in the description of the video, I am going to add the save file locations for both Game Pass and Steam, as well as a link to my friend Goldi's YouTube channel, where she makes a lot of very in-depth and easy to follow tutorials that are still relevant in 1.0. Now, without further ado, let's start with the video. Alright, number 1, where should I build? This is a question that I see almost every new player ask. They normally ask because, well, the game doesn't tell you, and for good reason. There is no right answer to this question because you can build anywhere that you want to on the map. You can see I've got a village right north of Barowo in this save. I've settled over here, I've settled near Jezerica, Lesnica, Denica. You can go wherever you want to go in this game, and as long as you enjoy that area, then that's where you should build. You can go and check out some YouTube videos, see where everyone else recommends, see if you find somewhere pretty. That's what I did the first time. But I've included a small map with 4 locations that I personally always at least recommend to new players. You'll see number 1, that's where we're standing right now. It's the only one I've decided to show off in this video. It's got quite a bit of flat land. It's in a central location, and there are no aggressive animal spawns here. As well, it's just very pretty to look at, as with every location in this game. Number 2 is also good. It's got flat land. Again, no aggressive animal spawns on that side of the lake. If you go to the east side of the lake, then there are wisent and wolves. And the lake view is actually quite gorgeous. Number 3 and 4, you can see that I've marked in a slightly darker red color. And that is because they both have some aggressive animal spawns, at least near the area. But they're both very good if you want to settle there. They've both got quite a bit of flat land. They're both at least near a town. Number 4 is actually my favorite spot to settle, and I have a video or 2 showing off that exact location. But yeah, settle wherever you want. There is no right answer. If you have to, run around the entire map until you find somewhere that you like. You're not timed and you'll find somewhere that you love, and that's the important part. Next, we're going to be talking about villagers and everything about them. So I've just made a well, and I need someone to come work for me so that they can use it. And I found this lovely lady right here, so let's talk to her. Now we're going to ask her to join us. We're going to say, I'm creating a new settlement and I'm looking for good people to join me. And as long as you have the required reputation, which should be pretty low for your first few villagers, they will join you. And we'll see her there. Now the most important thing is that now that we have a villager, we have to take care of her. And if we look at our HUD, you can see in that top left corner, we've got 4 symbols. Now those symbols mean that she doesn't have a house, she doesn't have food, she doesn't have water, and she doesn't have firewood. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our management tab, and you can see them again right here. So let's fix that. When we go to open details with F, you can see that we can assign her a house and a workplace. It also explains what those symbols mean once you click on F to see her details. Now let's assign her a house. She can have this simple house. That took care of her housing needs. And now to give them food and water, you can do a few things. I have food right now in my food storage, along with berries. So once we leave our management tab, those 2 needs are both going to be filled. But if you don't have a food storage built, you can also place everything they need in their specific house chests. Same with the wood, except for the wood goes in the resource storage instead. Now let's assign her a workplace. I've just built a well, so that's where I'm going to assign her. And you can see it's got 2 more symbols there. These symbols mean that there is no person to man the specific workstation, and that you haven't yet set up production, which is what we're going to do as soon as we assign her to the well. Like so. Perfect, now she's our water carrier. And then we're going to quickly exit the management tab so that you can see her needs have disappeared because she has everything she needs. Back to it. We're going to go into our buildings and then from there into extraction because that's where our well is. And you can see it has a person now, but no production. So let's open the details of that and go all the way up here to the second tab, where we can then assign her to start working on buckets. And I'm going to have her work entirely on buckets, so I'm just going to hold this button down until it goes all the way up to 100%. Now, they'll work the whole 10 hours whether you have this at 1 or 100%. But you can see now that we've set the production, now it's giving us a no resources signal. So if we exit out again, and then we go back to our well, you can see this new symbol right here, which means that they have no resources to do their job with. So what we're going to do is we're going to run all the way back to our little village, which conveniently is just up the hill for me. And we are going to give her a bucket so that she can do her job. Alright, here we are at our well. Now you have 2 options when trying to give your workers all of the resources they need. You can either put the bucket in this little barrel right here, as well as any other workstation storage, or you can go to your resource storage and all of your workers will directly take from there. So that's what we're going to do with this bucket. We're going to place it in there, give it just a second, and then if we look at our management tab again, you can see that it is now without a symbol, which means it's working as intended, and we should see our bucket at the end of the day. You'll have to continue to provide them with buckets or water skins if that's what you've chosen. And for good measure, because this has been staring and I'm sure you're wondering what that means, this little symbol simply means that I haven't built my excavation shed yet. So to fix that, you simply have to go and build the building. Well, that is everything for this video. Those are the two things that I've seen new players struggling with the most. And even if you're a returning player, I hope that something in this video helped you. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you have any questions that weren't answered in this video, please feel free to join the official Toplets Discord and ask there, because someone is always available to help. Or leave me a comment down in the comments section, and I will reply to you as soon as I see it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Goodbye.